2 shots of vodka.
Yeah. You want direction, and I've got intentions for you. I've made some mistakes, babe, but just let me make it up to you. I think you've got what it takes to be mine. Don't let them throw you off, babe. We only running out of time. I think you're perfect. I think you're worth it. I think you've got something different. I've been searching. I think you're nervous. He's made you so mad. I think you should take a chance and show me that you can.
Yo, man. It's another episode of 2 Shots of Vodka podcast. Man, we got the queen of desserts, juices, smoothies, and always talking that real shit. I learned that real quick. We got Miss Jen, aka Miss Green, the Lioness Jen, the owner of Jenifused Cakes. Miss Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How's your mental health?
My mental health right now? Let me see. What time is it? Nah. I'm doing pretty good.
Well, for one, I did want to say thank you for coming to my end of the year event. I want to get some thoughts. What you thought about it?
I appreciate that. Thank you. That was an avenue for me that I didn't even know that I could express like that. So I really thank you. And a lot of people got some good positive feedback on it. So thank you again. I loved it.
And it was definitely dope, and you definitely came raw, uncut, and you was you was real. So for the people that don't know out there, what is Jenifused Cakes?
Jenifused Cakes is a cupcake shop that deals with, we make dairy and non-dairy cupcakes and desserts, some food as well. And I have healthy options where I do juices and smoothies. Okay. So that's that. Check me out, Jenifused Cakes on Facebook and the Jenifused Cakes on Instagram.
So you know the name of the show, so you already know how we get down. So we're gonna go ahead and pour up real quick for the people out there. So y'all go ahead, my people out there, go ahead, pour up. Go grab. Let me be a gentleman first of all. Let me be a gentleman. Pass me your cup.
Oh, that's how they do here. Everybody put their own troubles here.
See, I gotta be a gentleman.
That's good.
I know you gotta drive. So we're gonna let them know. Don't give no names, but let them know what flavor are we drinking on today. Let them know what flavor we got right here. Let them know.
Pineapple.
You like pineapple?
I love pineapple.
Did you just cut your shot?
Yeah, I did.
You a grown ass woman.
I know.
All right, let's toast up the good vibes, a good interview. Let's go ahead.
Boom.
Take to the air. Beautiful. So, what makes your business unique from basically any other business, type of business like that that's in your lane?
I don't think there are a lot of bakeries or dessert shops that try to cater to healthy options as far as juicing and making smoothies. So I guess that's what makes it unique, and have an array of vegan food like nachos, and have like my own custom made like vegan empanadas and stuff like that. I make potato flatbread and all that type of stuff. So I think that's where mine's differ. I just try to cater to everybody.
Yeah. You do burritos?
I can.
My weakness is Moe's tofu burrito.
Wow.
There's something about a burrito. It's compact, it's right there, but
it's everything in it. The rice, the beans, the vet,
Don't do it to me. I remember you telling on the podcast, you was telling a story about Charlamagne, the guy, from one of the dangerous morning shows, the Breakfast Club. You telling about a situation or a story that happened, you got a shout out or some love. What happened with that situation?
My picture on Instagram. So I had went to one of his events that he back to school event. I think it was back to school event back in August. And he gave me a shout out. He came and took a picture and everything. And he was like, well, what's your IG? And I was like, oh, I don't have one. So
Did he give you a weird look when you...
No, Not really.
Okay.
But he's like, you better get one. And then he put it on his Instagram page. And he's like, Jenifused Cakes, but she don't have an Instagram. And it was so funny. Like, my daughter was like, Ma, I got to make you an Instagram.
Yeah,
like, you can't be.
You miss so much. That is a plug right there.
Yeah, that was a plug. So, yeah, he really gave me a big shout out on my cupcakes and stuff. He said they were delicious. So,
well, one time for Charlamagne the God, man. Definitely, for sure. All right, so 2020 is here, new decade. What are some techniques you are using basically to kind of diversify like your clientele, like just to keep you on an upward trajectory?
To be honest with you, Will, I still kind of need help in that area. I'm affluent, but I'm not where I think that I should be because I don't have like a lot of resources. I'm doing a lot of stuff on my own. Yeah. I'm not getting like investors and like big people behind me. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm still working on that. Okay. So I'm good with where I'm at, but I know that it's time for growth. Yeah. And I need to get out of that comfort energy. Yeah. And take on that challenge. So I'm working on that technique. Okay.
Well, you definitely got to get out here because there's a lot of a lot of stuff is a lot of e-commerce nowadays. Right. So just getting up there and putting it in people's faces. It's sometimes the little creative niches, the things you can kind of do to kind of make somebody just say, I didn't even want nachos today, but I wanted something. But so. Yeah, and I definitely understand when you say you're doing everything by yourself because I do everything by myself. So it can be a little rough, a little tough sometimes and challenging, but then it's rewarding too by you doing and putting in the work and stuff like that. But you said your daughter, she knows a little bit something about social media.
She's in the military, so yeah. When she came home for Thanksgiving, she got me set up or whatever, and she bought me like a tablet and laptop and all stuff so I can get it going.
So how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 20 years old. I'm Mia Sally. What's up, baby? Love you.
Okay. She is she off right now or is she home?
No, she's stationed right now.
Okay, where's she stationed at?
In Vegas.
Oh, okay. All right, she's living a good life right now. Oh Lord. How many kids do you have?
I only have one.
What?
I know. I only have one. I always have one in a little boy, but I only have one.
Was that purposely done?
Yes, it was purposely done because as of, about 6 or 7 years ago, I realized that I was traumatized by her father. Yeah. So I never wanted to have any more children. So I allowed myself to stay in that and not have any more kids. Not that the experience of having my daughter was bad, but it was a bit challenging, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can't bring another child like this. But that was my mindset. But yeah, so I encourage all you ladies, like, don't let nobody discourage you from having kids. I don't care how bad your baby father is. Have more children.
We're gonna dive in a minute, but I want to stick on the business aspect real quick. What inspired you to do this type of business that you have right now?
Food is everything. So we as women, we can destroy the family with what we cook, or we can make them healthier. So I think food is everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to know how to cook with the balance of more vegetables, more fruits. You know what I'm saying? What you eat is everything. Like you are that phrase, you are what you eat is everything. You know what I'm saying? So when you eat a lot of unhealthy stuff, like if you just eat meat on a constant basis, fries, chicken wings, just a lot of just unhealthy portions that you put in your body, you're gonna find yourself just being, lazy, out of shape, no motivation for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But when you eat a lot of vibrant foods like alkalines and fruits and stuff like that, you find yourself being a little bit more happy, a little bit more cheery. So
why don't people understand this? That it seems like the way you say it, it's so simple, but why we don't get it?
You are a product of your environment. So if all your parents do is cook that, you become adaptable to that. It's like, okay, well, I grew up eating, collard greens and mac and cheese for Sunday dinners, so I'm going to do the same thing. When you see that, okay, well, Big Mama was unhealthy. She had high, blood pressure and sugar and diabetes and all that type of stuff, but you still inherit that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, I want to be about change.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we need to go about being about change. I mean, like I said, I can't make everyone vegan, alkaline, you know what I'm saying? But you can cut back and you will see a change.
A healthy balance.
You'll see a healthy balance.
Yeah.
So yes, food is everything.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't agree. Like people always say, diabetes or high blood pressure, runs through running my family. Right. No, eating habits run through your family.
There you go. Yes, absolutely.
You ain't got to make them greens with all that damn seasoning. And
that fat back, right?
Yeah, and that fat back. Because guess what? I'm a vegetarian and I stay eating my greens. I ain't got no, meat or all that other bullshit in there. So, I do. I think it's important, and it's just like I'm at this stage too. Like now, I'll be 30 next month, and it's just like
you a baby.
Yeah, I know. Don't trip though. You still like you 2 years under me.
Thank you.
Why people just don't get the fuck up and just move, like exercise, like you gotta think people are conditioned to get up, go to work, they're in a car, commuting to work, sitting down, go to work, sit down, come home, watch TV, sit down, lay down, and it's like, and they wonder why they having these illnesses and all this stuff, and they want to complain, and it's just it pains me to see this, and it's just like, and I don't understand like the psyche of a person to not just get the fuck up and just do something physical.
This is crazy, and this might be off topic a little bit, but shit deep as hell. It has a lot to do with your zodiacs too. You have some people that's just more grounded. Like I find myself being like that sometimes. I'm a Taurus. Okay. So I'm an earth sign. I'm real grounded. Like I'm the most grounded sign in zodiac. Okay. So some people who have air qualities, like the ones that are the movers and the shakers, like Aquarius is, Gemini's, Libra, Sagittarius is, Aries and Leo. Like they'll quick. They'll change something. They'll end something real quick. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't try to channel that, you know what I'm saying, you will stay, stuck. If you don't try to challenge yourself, no matter what sign you are, you will, you know what I'm saying, you will stay stuck. So you can't just be fast all the time, and you can't just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay stagnant. You have to find that, like you said, you know what I'm saying, that equilibrium. Yeah, you think it's like a mental... Yes. Mental block. It's a mental block. Because I think that's the hardest thing too. Like it's breaking. Even for me, like it takes a certain type of person to get up every day in the morning before the whole world is awake to go work out. Yeah. Then what you see too, like you didn't see your parents doing that. If you have parents and a long history of people that like work out, that get up, that you know what I'm saying, like. I incorporated some of that from my mom. Like she would take us to the park, we'll go walking. She had me like in I used to run track. Okay. So, some of that stuff I inherited from my childhood, even though sometimes I lack, I get lazy. My daughter, she didn't really see me doing a lot of that stuff, but she just has it in her. She'll work out. You know what I'm saying? She's not a slacker when it comes to that type of stuff. Yeah. But I just encourage everybody to just try to just incorporate some type of healthy lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, in your daily activity. You know what I'm saying? Change up, instead of eating all them greens with the fat back in them, just try it one time without meat. You know what I'm saying? Just try it. Just try it and see. It doesn't hurt. It's not gonna hurt you. Maybe a different taste, but it's not gonna hurt you. Yeah, they showed it. They tried that new nigga they with. They like it. They like him real well. That nigga still around with no job. Shit. Oh God, he's so silly. And even in this climate of like people still being resistant to like the healthy stuff, what inspires you to keep going and keep doing it? I don't know. I feel like I'm here for inspiration of people. I don't know if that's a narcissist thing to say or like a big ego, but I feel like I'm here for a reason. I feel like I'm here to impact change, and being that I don't have a lot of people that's down for the cause, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said before in the last one, I only have probably about 10 or 12 people. I ain't trying to knock y'all, my 10 or 12 people that get my healthy options from me. That's a lot. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I could do more. So once they start spreading the word, you know what I'm saying, it'll multiply. So yeah, I just feel like I'm here to impact change where I'm at. You know.
So how long have you been in business?
I've been in business, well, oh God. I want to say publicly, probably about 2 years.
Okay.
But Jenifused Cakes been around for probably about 5 years. But like going hard with like doing, going to events, being a vendor and all that type of stuff, I would say a hard 2 years.
Okay. So 2 years is good. 2 years is good enough. What's the most embarrassing thing in business you've done or dealt with? Have you had something?
I was a vendor at the Reggae Fest last year, Charleston Jerk Fest last year, and my tent just flew.
Oh shit.
It just flew over to the crowd, and I just started laughing. Like, I wasn't sad or nothing about it. I was just laughing, and it was so crazy because I was like, oh my God, are people gonna talk about me? But then I didn't really feel like embarrassed. I was like, I can't believe my tent just flew off like that. And my tent was the only one that flew off.
Yeah.
It just flew, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was so crazy that people came and they helped, and it was like someone was like, oh my God, I didn't know you was over here. Oh, I want to get some cupcakes. So it was
Look at God.
It was like, it's like a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? So
God sneezed so you could get business.
Yeah, that was kind of like one of the most embarrassing things.
So I saw a post from you the other day.
Okay.
We gonna get into the shits. I saw a post. Basically, it was saying, to paraphrase it, can't let one bad apple ruin it for the rest of them. And basically, it was talking about men. And like you mentioned earlier, it wasn't a great experience, I guess, with your kids' father. Why do you still have that outlook? Because it's easier to go to that mind frame and say, you know what, all men are on shit, because I've been through something bad. But what's going through your mental in order for you to like keep that positive mindset, like to be like, yo.
My child father he's still broken. He don't realize it, but he's still broken. I had to get to a place where I would understand that I was broken. And like I said in the last podcast, I had learned that I had to heal. I was like, something is wrong. I just knew something was wrong. Like, why is there so many single mothers? Like, this is not normal. And once we stop embracing that, like it's cool, and stop promoting this whole, and I don't want to disrespect any female out there. If you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do. But it shouldn't be like, well, I'm just gonna have the kids fuck the father. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. And if I can go back and do things over, I would. I didn't know that during the time it would cause a bad, relationship. You know what I'm saying? Creating trauma to me and my child. So if it's things that I could do over, I would. You know what I'm saying? Having that male figure around is very important, especially the father is very important if they're in the right state of mind, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because the father is the head. Much as we want to admit it, you know what I'm saying? He's the head. Once you go off the head, what else you got?
Yeah. And I guess by you saying that, I'll put a new perspective on it, because certain females feel like they can just be the head and I guess take that man's.
And you can never take on that man energy. You can't. I don't care if you. I know they're gonna come at me. I don't care if you dyking out here. You can never take on that male energy. Never. Ever.
Where does that come from too, though? For them to think that they can take that.
Big mama doing it by herself. The mother doing it by herself. Everybody, they don't see that male, and probably the men that come around, they treat them like shit. They probably see their brothers get treated like shit. The mother probably talk to them like, oh nigga, you ain't shit. Still call him boy when you're a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So the respect for the men. I mean, the shit is deep. It could go as far as like being molested by somebody, a male family member, you know what I'm saying, or anything. It goes deep. So the respect, when you don't see a lot of the positive male role models, it's just easy to just throw them under the bus instead of like, okay, damn, you know, we need to fix this in our home, in our communities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just have so many young boys out here that go through the same thing. Like they, you know, you have more young men that get molested than little girls. But it's not spoke upon because, you know, little boys, they be like, oh, you know,
and I didn't even know that. I didn't know that statistically.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
It's not, they don't speak about it because it's like, oh, they'll get shamed. Like, you know, you should be wanting a woman to touch you. You should be wanting this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done took a whole man. I had a big thing with R. Kelly. I put that up. I was like, well, I wonder if they, since they taking R. Kelly down, right? Are they going? Is they going to take his sister down? Because his sister one that started that. His sister molested him. You know what I'm saying? She was molesting him and his brother. But nobody ever said anything about her. They just took it onto R. Kelly. He's wrong. I would never condone what he did if all those allegations are true.
But
you know
we need
what I'm
to
saying?
go to the top.
You got to go to the top. You got to get to the root of the issue. You can't just... You know what I'm saying? Just pinpoint R. Kelly because he got money, he got fame, and look at the majority of the women that's taking him down, the ones with his same skin color. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I was looking at the last one, and then you had some of the Caucasians that had his back, and I was like, y'all don't even see what they doing to us. Like they playing us like we idiots, and you know, it's just so easy to be like, you know, all black men ain't shit, da 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 da. It's so easy to say that, but you got to get to a place of healing and understand and look around and see what's going on around you. You can't just take the easy route out.
Yeah.
You got it, right?
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You still believe in love?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I believe in love. I don't believe a man should. I don't believe anybody should fall in love. But I especially don't think that a man should fall in love because, once you're in love, and you know, let's say your person do something that kind of whatever, so-called breaks your heart or whatever. To me, men will hold on to that shit and they will like kind of like damage women. It's like a, you know, domino effect. They'll just keep, niggas will hold on to shit that happened to them from fucking like middle school. You know what I'm saying? That girl that broke their heart in like middle school, they had like no woman would, that first baby mama that broke his heart, like they will never get over that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that,
but there is some women too.
Right.
Be like, God damn, like that was, you gotta let that hurt go.
Let that hurt go. You absolutely right. So I don't believe in the theory of falling in love. I think people can be in love, but falling, you know, you gotta listen to that word, falling. Why would you want to fall? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being in love, but falling in love is just like, to me, it's just not a safe place to be at. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can't live life perfectly every day, you can't live in a comfort zone every single day. To me, falling in love is dangerous because you just it's like you become like obsessive with a person, another human being. Like,
your guards down, you wouldn't do anything.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having your guards down, but I'm just saying, like, the falling in love is like, it takes over your psyche, you know what I'm saying? And you're not looking at this person, you know, flaws, you're just looking at every good thing about them. So once they do something that's kind of like flawed or against what you like, you get upset. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you're not supposed to take the next person that seriously. We all human beings and we all make mistakes. So it's like, it's okay. You know what I mean?
And I'm a agree, and I'm going to disagree at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm going to say I do believe in love, and you know, being in love, you know, having a connection with somebody emotionally, spiritually, and things like that. The part I don't agree with love is the fact of when if God says the same and that doesn't work, you feel like there's nothing else, like I can't live without this person. Well, what the fuck you been doing before you met this person? Right. Like, I don't like that aspect. Like, you know, you seen like even some people like they go kill themselves or kill their kids. Right. Like, that's not love. Like, I don't even know like what the fuck that person is.
And that's why I said falling. There's nothing wrong with you being in love, but you're not supposed to.
You think
fall.
The falling part is
the fall? Yeah, because the fall is like you done. Like, you just submitted your whole self to that person, but you could be in love. There's nothing wrong with being in love, loving someone. But when you fall, it's like you just have a whole different a perfect persona about this person.
Yeah.
That you in your mind, you thinking that they fulfilling a void that you have within yourself. And once it's taken away, you know, you want to act crazy. You have to love yourself. You have to be in love with yourself before you can love anybody. And that's what a lot of us lack. We don't have the high self-esteem. We got the low self-esteem. We don't have the love that we've seen. A lot of us don't have good examples of love.
True.
From our parents. So we don't even have the slightest idea on how to love, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody comes to you and it's like that honeymoon phase, it's so good, it's so great.
Puppy love and shit.
Yeah, and once that shit goes away, it's like, okay, what happens next? Like, you know? So because you know why you don't know what's gonna happen next? Because you don't have that love in yourself to go forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If somebody take their love away from you, it shouldn't be to the point where, like you said, you want to kill yourself, kill that person, walk around here sad every day. So, nah, that's not healthy.
Yeah. So
Sick.
I want to get your POV on like love and relationships in these times now. When you look at these, you know, kids or, you know, younger people in these relationships, or even some of the ones, you know, the celebrity ones we see, what is your overall take? What do you see? And I'm gonna say specifically for the black community, what do you see?
Yeah, well, that's another question. You about to make me cry, man.
Go ahead, give it.
You love making me cry. Well, I'm convinced. We hurting, especially our children. You gotta understand, my generation, we, like, you know, my parents, they had their whatever, but, you know, like, I knew my parents, I knew my father, I knew my mom. A lot of these kids don't even know their dad, you know what I mean? They got a whole part of them that's just missing. The whole reason why they're here is just gone, you know what I'm saying? And so they looking for that in other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their mom's not home for most of the time. She working. She got to make sure the bills is paid. She come home, she don't got the energy for you to do a lot for you. So a lot of that shit is missing. A lot of these young boys, they, I think I said in the last one, a lot of them is absorbing that energy from their mother. No disrespect to the women. I don't want nobody coming at me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he gets a boy is not just supposed to observe feminine energy all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy.
Yeah.
So they just looking for something that they're not getting at home. And once you start leaving the streets to look for stuff, it's not good.
Not good.
It's not good at all. Once you feel like you're not getting what you need at home, and you start going to the streets for it, I mean, there's no telling what's gonna happen next. So, a lot of these children, are lost. I'm gonna put myself in there too. A lot of us are lost. We have the slightest idea on how to love. We think that loving is soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody hurt you, they don't want to cry about it, or at least, or try to generally write it out. They'll just, oh well, it's over, and try to get in with the next person. Like, that next person's gonna fill that void. Nobody's gonna fill that void. You know what I'm saying? You can go from person to person to person to person until you fill that void within yourself. Fix that issue at home. Nobody can fill anything, any of your needs. So that's my take on this generation. They're not getting love. They're seeds grown up with not water helping them grow, but alcohol helping them grow. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them fucking shits is getting watered with alcohol. They're getting watered with abuse. They're getting watered, so they're not growing in a healthy environment. So it's like oh gosh, I don't even know how to put the words into words. I don't even know how to say it.
If somebody, if a toxic mother or father was listening right now, and you can just tell them something to kind of change the trajectory for them, what would you say?
I don't even speak too much to the men. I try to get away from the masculine energy. Even though I can delve in that shit if I want to, but I'm not, because I respect the men. Women, we are the soil. And you got to think about that when you having these kids. You are the soil. You got to think about how fruits and vegetables and stuff are being grown, right? You don't want to eat any type of vegetable that's grown with like I said, alcohol, or you know what I'm saying, something that's not going to make it grow in its right element. So you got to understand that when you are the soil, you want your children to grow up with love, hugs, kisses, dinners. You know what I'm saying? Just like little shit. You don't have to spoil them so much with buying so much clothes all the time and the latest fashion, the $200 Jordan sneakers. You don't have to do all that shit all the time. But, you know what I'm saying? Like the littlest things your children will remember and take with them for life. So you got to understand what your children see when they're young is what they're going to take with them when they grow up, good or bad. And, just shower your kids with as much love as you can. And if you never grew up with love, if you never seen what it was about, I mean, you can, if you want to change that, you know what I'm saying, you can Google the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Google, put love in, see what it means. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, get to know your child's favorite color. You know, what they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Help them obtain that. You know what I'm saying? Just cut the dysfunctional cycle off. Give your kids love.
So I'd like to get a woman's take on this, because a lot of, you know, fellas listening. What do you think about child support?
Oh my gosh. It's another reason why these kids ain't getting no love neither, because these dudes is feeling like, okay, I gotta pay child support. Listen, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I mean? It's not good. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's tearing us apart. It's really killing us. It's tearing our communities to pieces, because our men are not in a place where they have power. And when I say that, I mean our men don't have, they're not in a place where they have power collectively. So when you taking this man to court for child support or whatever like that, I mean, is it really, I understand, you know, you got to keep a roof over your child's head or whatever like that. I get it. But is it really helping your child's mental state if they just getting money and not the actual father? Because if that man just spends so much time with the child now, okay, well, the child support is going to lack because the man has to work. He probably got to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make sure that he can get that child support payment in. And if he missed that shit, we already know what's going to happen. They come to lock his ass up. So I just think that it's another tactic to destroy our community. And, you know, they using us black women, so-called black women, as
guinea pigs, basically. Guinea pigs.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't realize it.
Because I see my friends and stuff go through this, and it's fucking crazy. Like, it's like they just got a chart. They basically just punch numbers in. Okay, this is what you need to pay. You be like, yo, I got rent, car note, this, that. We don't care. Pay this. Right. Be like, I'm sorry, and this for the people out there, please share me, but I don't recall it takes $1,200. You spend $1,200 on a child a month. You know what I mean?
This shit is actually illegal too.
Expound on that. They got some niggas out there. They got a pen right now. I'm about to get a lawyer.
If you gotta get a lot. I would say this to the men. You know what I'm saying? And listen, don't think that you don't have to pay it. If you being a deadbeat dad or whatever like that, I mean, like, you see your child struggling and you not even trying to be like, okay, tell the mother, well, listen, if you struggling, I'll take my son or my daughter until you get on your feet. And you still see her struggling with your child, you're not trying to help, you need to have your ass on child support. But to the ones that actually want to be a part of their child's life, I would say look into your laws of your state when you act on child support, because I'm just gonna say that. Just look into the bylaws of child support in your state, in your city. You know what I'm saying? Do your hard research on it before you just accept taking child support payments.
Oh no, I got some fellas out there listening. Break it down. Break it down.
A lot of them just gonna just do it because a lot of them is they're fearful of the law. They're fearful of as soon as they see the blue lights, the police, the judges. They automatically think fear just overcomes the mind, and they wouldn't think to just do their research on it and be like, damn, you know what, I don't even have to pay this much, or damn, I don't even have to pay nothing at all because that's my child. You know what I'm saying? I'm obligated to take care of that child. I don't need the court. I don't need to go through this. You understand what I'm saying? So, just gotta man up in a way. Even though you probably never had a dad to show you how to be a man, whatever. You gotta man up and do your research and study. That's the key to everything. Cause
they really make it hard. Yeah. I mean, like my friend told me, like they treat you like shit.
Yeah.
Once you go in, it's like, bro, I got these fucking kids every weekend. Like I'm spending time. Like I just.
And then even if you're paying child support, you have to. If the mother has full custody, you have to go through like another court process just to fight for visitation. Yep.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's real sad. And we, a lot of us women, we thinking that shit is in our favor, but it's not. That child is going to grow up like resenting you when they get older and they realize, you know what I'm saying, that child's going to resent you.
Yeah, because they like, well, daddy's not around. Dad didn't come around. Well, it's not his fault. Daddy had to work, like you said, 3 jobs. He had possibly no time to see you because he's just trying to make this fucking payment to not go to jail to where he don't see you at all.
Right.
Another thing I hate too is the fact that, when you are in these relationships with these toxic females and they use it as a ploy, you leave, that's the first thing you're gonna do. Like instead of saying, hey, all right, look, you could have cheated on me, you could have did whatever. No, it's not gonna work. Make sure you take care of your child. And let's just have open communication. But see, I think the problem is they still have like these personal feelings.
Yeah. That emotion. That love.
So it could be one emotional thing. It could be one emotional trip. It could be, hey, school time may come. Hey, look, I don't got it all. I can't. You know what? I'm sick of you. Hold on, wait. I just did this. I just fell on hard. I don't have put you on child support.
All the ones that know that you already had kids before them, and then. And that's why I get now I'm gonna talk to the men, okay? Now I'm gonna talk to the men because you gotta be careful where you plant your seeds.
True.
I always tell people, you just can't look at a pretty face and a fat ass and be like, oh, I'm gonna skeet up in there, because that skeeting up in there gonna cost you 18 years of fucking heartache and headache. If you don't know nothing about that woman, you gotta look at her history. How did she ever respect men before? Does she have any children before you? How does she treat their father? How does her mother respect men? You have to look at that stuff before you channel in just to the physical of a person. So that's all I'm gonna say to the men. Just make sure, if you can, because I know men think with their lower self more than they.
Yeah, true.
We all
visionaries.
So just try to, just be mindful where you plant your seeds, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, before that child gets of adult age and understand what's really going on, that mother is going to have a lot of impact on that child, and that child can hate you for life. Because the mother didn't want to tell him, oh, I was just a jump off. I knew he was married and I was a side piece. Or we just had a one night stand. A lot of women not going to own up to that shit. They going to make it seem like, oh, he ain't shit. It was him. A lot of them going to do that because women don't want to look like they fucking hoes. Point blank, period.
And a lot of shit could be fixed with a simple conversation.
I said I'm at
this age now. Well, I can sit at a round table with any one of my kids' mothers and talk about anything.
That's good.
Not saying they will. I am. But just the simple fact of, and even the fact, I had to make sure I was correct before I say yes. All 3 of my kids' mothers are older than me. Yeah, I like my chicken marinated. My season real good.
Okay.
But just, I was a product of my environment, and I was one of those guys that, I was young. My dad wasn't there. My real mom wasn't shit. So I didn't know what to look for. I was looking for my mom, and, then I was trying to get what I used to see on TV or family and shit like that. Hence the reason why, I have, a good number of kids and stuff like that. But it's just, at some point, you grow up, you grow apart and stuff like that. But I just feel like, yo, man, let's just have a conversation. Like, that's done. Like, I don't hold grudges or hold Chris Brown for what he did to Rihanna when he was 22, 23
right,
years old.
Right.
Like, this is a different man now.
Yeah.
Let's try to sit down and let's try to get to.
Some people just cannot let shit go.
Yeah.
They can't. And that goes with letting shit go as far as that. Still seeing somebody in that same element. Like you said, that was Chris Brown back in the day. Yeah. What about how he is now? No. Some people can't let go. Some people can't let go of toxic relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just need to understand how to cut. You have to go within yourself and figure out, why can't I let this shit go?
Why? Can you answer that, like, for me?
Why? What is it? What do you need to hold on for? What is this person doing to you, doing for you?
Sex can be that goddamn good. You holding on 10 years.
It's a mental thing that you have against this person. I think it's borderline obsession. You thinking that this person is this one way in your fantasy mind, but in reality, they're not. What are they doing in reality? You know what I'm saying? Are they courting you? Are they taking you on dates? Are they having intellectual conversations? What are they doing, right? In reality, that's going to make you stay there. Because if you get to reality, right, you're going to leave. Because you're like, you know what? This person is not the person for me. Yeah. So you build up this facade. That's why I say falling in love is dangerous, because you build up this facade for a person that's not there. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at you, Will, you dark skin, you got a bed, you know what I'm saying? But because I'm infatuated, I guess, with light-skinned men, that's how I'm looking at you. And I'm staying with you for the wrong reason, because you're not that person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or maybe someone can bring out some childhood triggers or whatever. Everything, to me, people that I'm crazy, your childhood says a lot about you.
That's true.
Your childhood. I was about to ask you that, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy, because I think I kind of got my answer. And you was like, oh, your baby mother's is older than you. And then you was like, I'm searching for my mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit deep as fuck. You may not even understand it, but you know what I'm saying? How you conduct yourself has a lot to do with your childhood. Yeah. Has a lot. What happened in your childhood that you just held in for all these years, and that you want to continue on with it? You need to cut that shit off. You need to get that healing. You know what I'm saying? And cut whatever toxicity it is off, so that way you don't attract those type of people in your life. Yeah. I think it was that was, I think that the turning point for me was, and like I tell everybody, transparent about it, was me moving up here. When I think about my process of the journey of me moving here, it's just like a fucking blur. Like, all I remember was me in a car door in 85 with like 3 boxes in my. So you just said you was just gonna move to South Carolina?
Yeah, my sister was here. She she was just kept. She had been talking to me like 3 years, like just move. Like, the killings was getting close to home. I was just always going through shit, like, and stuff like that. I was trying. It was something more in life. I couldn't do all the creative stuff I wanted to do there. No opportunities was popping, and it was like I just smack dead, just hit a wall, and I'm just like, I remember I just told like my last kid's mother, like, I'm going here, like I'm about to go.
You about to bounce. Okay, that's what's up.
I'm about to bounce, and try to make it work. But then too, that's when that growing apart thing, because I came here and I started seeing shit like, whoa, life is so much bigger than New Orleans. Like, look at this, and then that person was just still stuck on. Right. Like, you kind of looking back.
And that's anywhere, because someone can have the same experience. They could leave here and be like, you know what, I want to go to New Orleans. And they probably be like, damn, look at this shit. Yeah. They might be excited about that. The shit that you grew up with your whole life is nothing to you, but to them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting out and seeing something different.
My thing is, I guess I just wonder when the shit is going to stop, to where we have to say, okay, look, we had a child together. We did some fucked up shit to each other. Let's get past it, man. We were kids. Let's talk about it. Fuck, laugh about it over a bit. Whatever the fuck it is, like. But let's keep the main thing the main thing.
Hurt people until you get healed through your hurt. Those conversations are not going to happen. We do not know how to deal with hurt at all. We seen our parents argue, fighting, or like you said, some of them probably wasn't even there. We never had good examples, so a lot of stuff that we're learning on our own. I'm about to be 40 years old. There's no way that I should have been known that. Oh my God, I wasn't in my feminine element for a long time.
Yeah.
I want to have kids. I'm fucking beautiful. Why would I not want to have children?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you work on that hurt and get past it, then that's probably when you can have those type of conversations. When you having babies at 16, 17, 18 years old, you a child. Me and my daughter was raised together. I raised my daughter with me, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm at a place where, okay, Jen, you got to get back to you now. You know what I'm saying? You did what you could do with your daughter. I think she turned out pretty good. Everybody was telling me that. So I thank God for that. But it's like, you know, you have to get back to a place of working on your hurt. And don't be afraid of it, ashamed of it. I just posted a post today about molestation and shit like that. I had put up a post last year when this whole R. Kelly shit started. I was like, y'all making long posts about R. Kelly, go confront your fucking abuser. Point blank, like straight like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to channel your hurt and work on that shit.
Yeah.
You can't just stay in there and be bitter for the rest of your fucking life. You are making yourself stress. You are killing yourself internally and you don't even know it. You getting fat and overweight and stressed the fuck out. You want to eat everything because you don't want to talk about your pain. You don't want to release it because you embarrassed. Why?
Wow. So, Jen, what type of girlfriend or wife will you be?
Oh my gosh, that's a dope ass question.
Because they got some fellas out here that's probably scouting here in this podcast. Oh yeah, I'm about to get my plate. I'm about to give me a little cake. I'm about to give me some cake.
Yo, I think I'll be a dope ass wife because I think for the most part that I understand a lot of shit of what's going on. So I don't think it's gonna be an easy challenge to like just get me per se. It's not gonna be hard either, but
I put in some work though.
Yeah, it's like if I could sit down there and have the way that my mind operates, if we could sit down and have like conversations like that a lot, it's like, okay, it's not hard because you understand what's going on out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a friend. I believe in marrying your best friend. I'm a strong believer in that. I don't believe in like just being with somebody out of being in love. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where a lot of it, we have so much divorce rates because people married out of love.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big believer in like traditional marriage per se because it's just a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the courthouse and change your last name and put somebody on your benefits. Y'all fucking married right there. You don't have to have a marriage license. That's just another, tactic to get money from two entities to the government. And we don't even know that shit. They got us. It's like you said something about TV earlier. Like that's what you wanted on TV. So that's what we see. We so far away from culture that, you know what I'm saying, what we see on TV, that becomes our culture. We see the Cosbys, we see Full House, we see all these shows that came, was on TV with married couples, and that's what we wanted. But that's fantasy. That's not real life. So you dealing with real life. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find that in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I sure did watch too much soul food because I say all these kids, I try to be like Big Mama and all these kids here, and I said, well, goddamn, I ain't got no big table yet.
Ain't got no big table, you know what I'm saying? So, I have a problem with doing that. I need to stay on topic.
You good?
Yes, I think I will be. We will have to be best as a friend, where I can even if the florist things happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, give me some time. Let me think about this shit, and I'll get back to your ass. You know what I'm saying? We can just talk it out, get through it, thug it out together. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the love is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? We'll help each other build, grow an empire. You know what I'm saying?
What you think your biggest attribute is? Being a significant other. One thing that is to knock a nigga off his feet.
Telling him the truth when he don't want to hear it.
See, he might feel that later. See, nigga don't want to hear it. See, nigga don't want to hear that in the heat of the moment. You know, like, yeah, you was kind of wrong. Nigga hit you with the side eye, but then later hit a nigga when he at work. You know what?
Like, you know what? Damn, Jen. I know Jen ain't gonna fucking bullshit me.
Yeah, but no, just being transparent and honest with them. Just knowing that I can always come together.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter. I'm a big supporter of men that I love. A big supporter. Like, sometimes I think I'm just a little bit too supportive. And I just love. You know what I'm saying? I love to give love. I love to hug. I love kisses. I'm a big romantic. So I do still have that fantasy part about me. You know what I'm saying? But I think overall I could cook, definitely could cook my ass off.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to go into the whole bedroom thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to get each other mentally, spiritually, physically, all that good stuff. But yeah, I think I would make a dope ass wife. I know I will be someone empress soon.
What you think one of your biggest weaknesses? You're like, I gotta fix this. I got to.
Sometimes I kind of feel like I'm being too vulnerable, and sometimes I don't know how to say no to men that I love, knowing that like I should. So that's something that I know that I still have to work on. My no. You know what I'm saying?
So you're basically, for your man, you're gonna do anything you possibly can. It's just in the back of your mind, you know you should be like, man, hell no, but you just can't.
And that's the thing with me is I don't know if it's a Taurus thing, but it's like we're real selective and shit, like who we pick. So it's like us saying no is like really hard because it's like, okay, this is the one, you know, he not gonna play you, you know, whatever, but it's still kind of like in the back of your mind, that, you know, okay, it's a big chance he could do this, but that's life, you know what I'm saying? You take a gamble with anybody that you with, you know what I'm saying? Energy shifts all the time, people change all the time, you know what I'm saying? So you just never know what's gonna happen, but when you taking a risk with that person, just gonna take that risk, and you just gotta be prepared for whatever. I know it's easier said than done, but that's that. Just sometimes learn how to say, no, nigga, I'm not.
In 10 years, where you see yourself?
10 years, I see myself, oh my God, the change that I see in 10 years is just crazy. I see myself being like an empress, not just in Utahville, but all throughout the state. Like, so much shit. I'm not gonna go into detail with it. I'm more like I said, I want to show more than talk. But I just see myself being a big impact to people. Like, y'all, damn, y'all. Like, we love Jen, genuinely, because we know she's a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we gotta help her build, or, you know, we gotta build together, or what the fuck ever. So that's where I see myself being a big, huge impact throughout the state. And if it's out of state, then that's fine. But, you know, home, gotta work on home first.
That's what's up. You speak it, visualize it, you shall receive it.
That's it.
Well, we're about to get into the fun part of the podcast. Everybody that been here know how to... Everybody know what the fuck is going on. All right, we play 2 games here. Okay. All right, first game is called 5 Fingers of Death. All right, so I ask you 5 questions, or basically it's not questions. Basically, I say 5 things, and you have to say the first thing that comes to your mind. And you have 5 seconds or less. All right, no, you will not be judged. Maybe by the listeners, but not by me. All right, you got 5 seconds to answer. Okay, are you ready?
I don't know, Will. Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
We ready.
All right. Remember, say the first thing come to your mind. Black.
A color.
Jenifused.
Vibrant.
What's good as fuck?
Sex.
What's scary as fuck?
Roller coasters.
My tombstone will read.
Empress.
You did real good on that one. All right. Second game is called 7 is Lucky. I give you 2 options. You have 3 seconds to choose in between these 2.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Wait, read the directions again.
7 questions. All right. I'm going to give you 2 options on each question. You got to pick one. You got 3 seconds to pick one. All right. All right. Number 1. Pick one. Blue crabs or snow crabs?
No crabs.
Okay. 2. Slow or hard?
No mixture?
Nope.
Ooh, slow.
Bow Wow or La Romeo?
Neither.
4. Drums or flats?
When I used to eat meat, it would be, I used to like drums.
Okay. Ricky Lake or Montel Williams?
I gotta go with the old Jewish bitch. Sorry.
She's Jewish?
Ricky Lake. I ain't trying to offend nobody. Ricky Lake.
Number 6. This is a tough one. Suck Donald Trump's toes or suck Roseanne's toes?
Roseanne Barr?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Neither.
You gotta pick one.
I gotta pick one. Oh my
You gotta suck on somebody's toes. Got these 2 feet.
What would I get after sucking these toes? You can't just say that. You can't. It has to be something in the end. With those 2, I need a reward or something.
You don't get no reward. You get to keep your life.
Yo,
they got a gun in your head.
Y'all niggas about to kill me. Like, fuck
What?
that.
You let them kill you?
I'm fucking soldier. I'm not toeing out like no fucking punk. Fuck that.
I'm sucking Roseanne toes. I don't care. Nobody goddamn say shit.
That's how they got us into slavery.
Man,
listen.
All right, last one. Money or legacy?
Legacy.
That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed the conversation because I know I did.
I did. I thought you was gonna talk more about relationships. I was ready for that.
Oh, well, you know what? Fuck. I was gonna open slots and we can always get a part 2 of this shit going.
Of course.
Yeah, you always get a part 2. Why don't you go ahead and tell all my listeners out there, let them know where they can find you. Just had the floor is yours. Any message you want to say, go ahead, Queen. The floor is yours.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I'm Jennifer Green, owner of Jenifused Cakes. Everybody call me Jen, Big Jen, Jenny. I'm Green, the Lioness Jen on Facebook. The Jenifused Cakes on IG. I have a business page, Jenifused Cakes on Facebook. Y'all just be safe out there. Protect yourselves. Get some gun training if you need to. Show your kids love. Just create an environment to where your children feel safe. They want to come back home. They feel loved. They feel needed. They feel wanted. Start loving yourself more. If you don't know how to do that, just exercise, walk, journal. Invest in some like healing stones and crystals. Just vibrate to a higher level of showing love, and that shit'll come back to you. And just make amends with people over petty shit. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is worth your stress. And try to be more healthy with the way that you eat and the way that you take care of your bodies. Because your body is your temple and it means everything. So when you want to show that off, you want that shit to be like your model. So work on that shit, man, and just be the sexiest and the most beautiful motherfucker that you can be. And I love y'all. That's it.
All right, and yeah, y'all make sure y'all take that advice, please, and take it to the goddamn head. No chaser. What I like to do, I like to leave out with a phrase that kind of pertains to our conversation for our listeners. So when I'm going to leave with y'all today, I'm going to say, discover a purpose that gives you passion. Develop a plan that makes you persistent. Design a preparation and motivates you to optimize your potential. All right. So with that being said, thank y'all for listening. Always remember, stay 10 toes down. If you're missing any, count them and roll with them. Lead with love, you're going to get love. And whoever you with and whatever you doing, do them and it because you love it. It's Well Love with Miss Jenifused, and we are out.
Yeah, your friends tell you I'm the one and I'm hoping you listen. I don't listen if they praying or they sneak dissing. I got the black sword for the battle of the sexes. You my next girl, don't ever act like my exes. Your phone face up, I trust those are good texts. Mine's face down, cause bullshit can bring us down. I vine with the wine, helping me to read your mind. Room 309, baby, here's the card for you. You love this, you love that, this where the real at. Morning time, you got my sweater, Vicky's under that. Here's my number, make it ring when you unpack. And don't front on me, cause I'ma take care of your back.
I think you're perfect, I think you're worth it. I think you've got something different, I've been searching. I think you're nervous, he's made you so mad. I think you should take a chance and show me that you can. Come through to my side, come vibe on my side. Be mine on my side, come wine upon my side. I think you're perfect, I think you're worth it. I think you've got something different, I've been searching. I think you're nervous, he's made you so mad. I think you should take a chance and show me that you can.